6 a.m. near Heathrow Airport. No alarms, no gunshots, yet 26 million pounds in gold vanishes from one of the world's most secure vaults. This wasn't luck. It was an inside job. And once the gold left the vault, people started dying. Imagine this. It's 6 a.m., just outside London. A quiet warehouse near Heathrow Airport. No alarms, no gunshots, no chaos. But within a few hours, 26 million pounds worth of gold, cash, and diamonds was gone. This wasn't just a robbery. This was an event that shook the foundations of Britain's underworld. Heathrow Airport, London Brinksmat Warehouse Brinksmat, was one of the largest security and logistics companies in the world at the time. Inside this warehouse were international gold shipments, foreign currency, diamonds, high-value cash. In other words, this place was a gold mine. Brinksmat wasn't just another storage facility, it was a high-security center run by one of the most trusted companies in Britain. In the 1980s, before digital banking, when money, gold, and diamonds were moved physically, companies like Brinksmat were the backbone of the global economy. They handled international gold transport, foreign currency storage, diamonds and precious metals, high-value deliveries from airports to banks. These were items ordinary people would never even touch. They were locked inside Brinksmat vaults. Because of that, international banks trusted them, central banks trusted them, governments trusted them, gold dealers trusted them, diamond merchants trusted them. People used to say, if it's stored at Brinksmat, it's in the safest place on Earth. The warehouse located just minutes from the airport. From the outside, it looked like a normal industrial building. No flashy signs, no clues saying gold inside. But on the inside, there was a vault more secure than some banks. Security inside, thick steel doors, heavy locks, armed guards, alarm systems, time-locked vaults. And the most important factor of all, the human factor. Because guards are human, employees are human, and humans make mistakes. This wasn't the story of one man. This was a web. Criminals, insiders, and underworld power players. But there were a few faces without whom this robbery could never happen. The mastermind, Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson was no rookie. Involved in armed robberies before, winged, experienced in planning and execution. Deep connections in the criminal world. His biggest strength, connecting people. Robinson knew this job can't be done alone. He needed perfect timing, the right people, and insider information. That's when the Brinksmat story truly began. The enforcer, Mickey McAvoy. If Robinson was the brain, Mickey McAvoy was the blade. Extremely violent, short temper, a name that created fear on the day of the robbery. He threatened guards. He controlled the situation. He wasn't afraid of violence. In the underworld, people said, if McAvoy is involved, either the job gets done or someone dies. The field man, Tony Black. Tony Black was the man on the ground. Weapons handling, guard control, loading the trucks. He didn't talk much, but he moved fast. And in crimes like this, those are often the most dangerous people. The most important player, the inside man. None of this was possible without him. Anthony Black, a Brinksmat employee. He provided warehouse layout, guard schedules, vault timing, basic alarm system knowledge. He probably thought, "Wench, it's just a small job." But that information became the foundation of a 26 million pound robbery. After the robbery, it didn't stop with these four men. To deal with the gold, they needed gold dealers, smugglers, money launderers slowly. This turned into a full-scale organized crime operation. The perfect moment. Every major robbery depends on timing. Brinks Matt depended on one perfect moment, November the 26th, 1983, Saturday morning. Saturday was chosen deliberately because offices were closed, senior staff weren't present, police response was slower. The warehouse ran on routine. The criminals knew. Today, mistakes are most likely. Why 6 a.m.? Night shift was ending. Day shift hadn't arrived. Guards were tired. Alert levels were low. This is called a security blind spot. The morning cold November air, dark skies, light fog, empty roads. Outside the warehouse, silence. Inside, guards on duty like every other day. They had no idea. This morning would change their lives forever. Around 6 a.m., four men entered the warehouse. Faces covered, guns in hand, calm movements. They didn't run. They walked like they knew the place because they did. The guards were shocked. No time to resist. The robbers forced guards to the ground, tied them up, threatened them at gunpoint. But this wasn't blind violence. This was controlled violence. They wanted no noise, no panic, fast execution. They went straight to the vault, not guessing, not searching. They already knew where it was, which door to use. The safest route, the guard was forced to open the vault. The robbers were told, "There's cash inside." Inside the vault, thousands of gold bars, 3.5 million pounds in cash. Diamonds, total value, 26 million pounds, 1983. For a few seconds, the warehouse went silent. Even the robbers were stunned. This is way more than we expected. This is where everything changed. They had two choices. Take only the cash, or take everything. They chose everything. That decision turned this robbery from big to legendary. Robbers' gold and cash were loaded into trucks. Fast, clean, no alarms. The entire robbery took minutes before police, before airport authorities. The trucks were already gone. But the real story didn't end there, because along with gold and money, they also took trouble. The problem with gold, cash can be hidden, diamonds can be sold, but gold doesn't stay quiet. Gold bars were numbered, internationally traceable, easy to track. If sold directly, police would follow the trail. That's why this gold wasn't money, it was evidence. The criminals realized, as long as this is a gold bar, it can destroy us. So they made a terrifying decision: gold melting. Gold bars were melted, identities destroyed. New shapes created, new weights, new numbers. In a way, they killed the gold's identity. This wasn't done in jewelry shops. They needed illegal furnaces, trusted gold dealers, smugglers, money launderers. The gold was broken into smaller parts, sent to different locations, sold through different people, slowly, silently. Some gold became rings, chains, watches, sold across the UK, Europe, the Middle East. It's said even today. Some jewelry in Britain may still be connected to Brinks Matt, but money never stays quiet as gold sold. Money came in. Greed grew, fear grew, suspicion grew. Then came the blood. Some wanted bigger shares, some betrayed others, some became informers. The result? People were murdered, some disappeared. Some bodies were never found. The Brinks Matt gold was shiny and soaked in blood. Police watched gold markets, tracked dealers, followed money trails, used informers. Slowly, names appeared, arrests followed. But where's the gold today, 40+ years later? The full gold was never recovered. Most of it is permanently lost, mixed into legal markets. That's why Brinks Matt remains an unfinished story. Paranoia takes over as money spread. Trust died. Everyone wondered, does he have more than me? Friends became threats. Fear replaced loyalty. The first death raised no questions. Everyone knew this is just the beginning. Many murders were never solved. Some ruled as accidents. Some people vanished forever. Fear as a weapon. No bullets needed anymore. Fear was enough. Phone calls scared people. Door knocks caused panic. The money reminded everyone, you could be next. Then, Scotland Yard enters Britain understood. This wasn't just robbery. It was an attack on national security. Scotland Yard stepped in. Top priority, best detectives, organized crime unit activated. Police saw one thing clearly, greater than there was an inside man. Employees were investigated, financial changes tracked. One name stood out. Anthony Black pressure cracked him. Phone taps revealed secrets. Gold, melting, payments, money never lies. And then, arrests. Brian Robinson caught, Mickey McAvoy arrested, smaller players jailed, evidence, calls, witnesses, but still, not everything was solved. The bitter truth, some gold was never found, some murders never solved, some names never revealed. It was a victory and a failure. Today, some are in prison, some are dead, some are rich. But the question remains, is that gold still out there, or is it lost forever? Because some crimes never truly end.